I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Hey guys, welcome back to the C&J show, and I got my favorite gin and juice here, and I have my sister Neek, and we hope that you guys are having a good day today. Let's get on with this topic. But first and foremost, before we do anything, we would like to send our condolences to the family of Regina Allen. She was a transgender woman, 35 years old. You guys, we have a video for you, and then we'll be back with what we got to say about this in our thoughts.
Police are looking for a 31-year-old suspect for the murder of a trans woman who is one of the latest victims of trans violence here in Milwaukee.
CBS 58's Yukari Nakayama talked to a friend of the victim who has a message for people in the trans community.
Friends and family describe Regina Allen, also known as Maya, as the life of the party. This memorial here still growing outside of Maya's apartment complex where she was shot dead.
Very outgoing, very outspoken, didn't care what nobody thought.
Michael Valentino says he's known Maya for over 20 years, saying she kept people laughing.
I was shocked because I had just seen Maya like a day prior, but I kept calling her phone, I wouldn't get an answer.
On August 29th, the 35-year-old trans woman was shot and killed outside her apartment on 26th and Wells. Police say they believe 31-year-old Clayton Hubbard is the shooter, and he's not yet in custody. According to a police complaint, Hubbard picked up Maya in his black Tahoe with a child seat in the back after initially meeting her at a gas station on 19th and National. They then traveled back to Maya's home, and that's where police say she was shot. They do not know the motive.
It's getting ridiculous. Like, this is not the first trans friend I had that passed away of violence.
Maya is the latest victim of trans violence in Milwaukee. Just 3 months ago, we reported the death of Brazil Johnson, a trans woman who was shot multiple times. Monet Evans of the Diverse and Resilient organization, which helps the LGBTQ community, says violence against transgender people in Milwaukee has only increased.
Since the pandemic came, it has risen just like all the other crimes.
Valentino says he's known about 7 victims of trans violence that have died just this year.
That we are human, people are human, trans are human, we are still human beings that blood flowing through our veins.
Maya would have celebrated her 36th birthday on September 20th. Valentino is urging people in the trans community to stay vigilant. Here in Milwaukee, Yukari Nakayama, CBS 58 News.
Anyone with information is urged to contact Milwaukee police, or to remain anonymous, you can always call Crime Stoppers at 414-224-TIPS, or you can use the P3 Tips app.
Okay, so guys, let's get into this discussion here. Now, I believe in red flags to a certain degree. And again, rest in peace to Regina Allen. Now, this is the thing, right, where I'm a little bit disturbed by the whole entire situation. Is because I feel like people don't understand the appearance part. And these days, especially these days here, I'm not gonna go and throw around Black Lives Matter, everybody lives matter, all genders matter. But the problem with that, really, it is this: when it's time to get justice, okay, anything that you do is a lack on the police department part when it comes down to trying to find things out or what's going on. If they think that, oh yeah, it was just a suicide, they're not going to go further to investigate that. If they feel like, okay, this was a drug deal gone bad, or this was, exchange for an exchange, they're not gonna go all that hard for that case. This is how the system is, and it honestly does not matter in this case whether you are white, black, whoever, purple. That's just the way it goes. Now, from the looks of things, she's a pretty transgender woman, but you guys was meeting, talking in the gas station. You got into an argument. You went back heading to your place. You get out, some commotion, and he shot you. Now, this was already a creepy nut in the first place. I mean, he already have a bunch of guns and different machines and all of these different guns collections that he has in the magazines and all of this stuff like that. Now, you two didn't even get a chance to do the do, so I would not understand what would be the argument. What was it? Something happened. We would never know. But I never fought anyone for things. But in this case here, what I wish Regina Allen would have done, since I know that she would have to know this, in Milwaukee, she makes the 30th death only. 30th death pertaining to transgenders. This is not in Milwaukee the 30th crime that ended up in having a bad result. This is the 30th transgender woman that has passed. And there's no way your friends or the TV and anybody else did not notify you to let you know, like, what's going on. So for that reason there, I wish you would have been even more careful and paid attention to signs. Like, if I know that I'm being hunted down, or you know you finna go inside of some bushes. Let's just put it like that. We finna go inside of some bushes. Anybody that's gonna go inside some bushes, you already feel as if you're going there knowingly, you're going in a bunch of bushes. You know that you're trying to have some long pins, some kind of weapon, maybe some high boots, a sweater or something. You don't think about people. But you know you're going to think about, okay, I don't want nothing to bite me. I don't want no snake to bite me. I don't want anything to end up attacking me that I don't even know about in these bushes, because I can't see in these bushes. It's a bunch of bushes. What's hovering around inside of these bushes? Who knows? And for that reason there, I am just pissed, because this was a death that did not have to happen. If Regina Allen could have just that argument, let me think for a second, man. Bye. Let me go drive somewhere else or go to somebody else, do something else, because that just did not make sense. And I'm so sick of things not making sense. Like, okay, we got everything in line for us, and then who knows what's going on. And I'm sick of these men pretending also as if they did not know what the person was and using that as an excuse when you darn well know and you like what you like. But you're okay, we got this down low stuff going on these days, so let's do it at night. No, what's all done at night comes to the light. Morning time has to come someday. Even if it don't come for you that day, it shall too arise one day. Look at Bobby. I don't care what nobody say. Bobby Valentino then got caught at least 2 to 3 times. Young buck too. And all of this, no, I ain't. But listen, man, you walked up out of there. Why you ain't get this girl her money? Trying to be sneaky. She had to keep your shoes and keep all your stuff. I mean, he wouldn't even care if it was shoes. She knew to keep them clothes. Come on, man. I'm so sick of these men that do things like this. And you pretend that you don't know when you do know. What are we, little kids? You know, if the person do not get the surgery to where that part is no longer there anymore, if they don't get the breast surgery and they don't get down there done, you do know. And I'm sorry, because I never used to understand it when the men or whatever, they used to be like, well, yeah, you know, I ain't know. They just kept on. I did not know. You're an adult. You do know. Okay? Because I don't care how dark it is. I don't care what the light is. I don't care about none of that stuff. When it's time for that activity there, the lights can be all the way off. Electricity could be off. Do not sit there and tell me when your body is touching that close. Come on, man. You know what's what, and you know what it feels like. I don't care if they tape it down, push it all the way up. You're connecting. You still have to touch it. Don't tell me even down to like your hands gotta go somewhere. Like, I just don't get when they do that. Like, you got an excuse for everything. And this here totally just did not make no sense. This man was a coward. You shot her once she was turning her back. And it makes me almost think, if you guys set up there in that gas station, you're arguing like this. Then on top of that, as you drove, coming out, you guys still was arguing like this. You're trying to let the operator know, okay, he got this car seat in the back. What was the problem? He got so upset to go and kill you. And I know everybody ain't got no brain. Everybody is not working in the same department when it comes down to common sense at all. We don't all have it. Some people just refuse to have it. Even if they have it, they just don't want to use it. What went on? Because somebody would have to tell me I don't understand this crap. And it pisses me off that people do stuff like this. And now it's kind of making me think, are you probably the Milwaukee serial killer? I mean, because 30 deaths this year. We are in September. 30. Could you possibly be the serial killer? You could, because you're arguing, but nothing didn't happen. Y'all did nothing. Y'all ain't even get the chance to have sex. You could be the serial freaking killer, and it's pissing me off.
I know you told your friend you're not okay.
Tell me what's wrong. Listen, be safe, like, share, comment, subscribe, do the things you gotta do, and we are
trying to stay strong.